welcome back. First, we are going to go over the 3D mind construct, this mind control, this frequencies of limiting beliefs, of blocks, of where it's really happening. It's not just inside of your mind. It's not just you creating the thoughts. You create thoughts and you receive thoughts. So once we're aware of that, once you know that the thoughts that you're thinking are not necessarily your own, they are due to programming, to mass consciousness, to mind control, to frequencies, to the energy that is around you and the frequency that you are tuned into. So once we know that you don't have to beat yourself up and constantly try to change your way of thinking, that you actually have a lot more control. So the first thing is these two places just to the right and to the left of around your eyes, about 8 inches away from your head. Now this is where these thought forms, these energy clusters get stuck and they just play out on repeat. So on the right side is where we have a lot of chaotic thoughts. We call this the hamster wheel of worry. So we've all experienced that, where it's just non-stop thoughts, everything trying to tell you what you haven't done, what you should do. It's on the right side, it's to do with fear about the future, anxiety, worry, how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to manage things. So that is just vibrating and just repeating on a loop all day long, every day on repeat on the right side of your brain. We can come in with a 5D quantum device, place it exactly in that spot, clear it out. Imagine it as being like an energy hoover. It just clears away all the chaotic thoughts, all the lower vibrational frequencies, clears them, evaporates them, comes in with this high vibrational divine consciousness, these 5D frequencies, vibrations, which just give you this quiet, peaceful mind. The mind chatter just stops. And it is the most incredible feeling. And you can do this as often as you like. I do this probably 2 times a week at least. Or if something comes up, this is the thing, these are tools for what is happening right now. There is some pretty heavy and intense stuff going on. And it's gonna get more intense in the next few months. We know that before this huge shift has been completed. So this is a tool you can use if anything comes up. Just lie down, put the device on the right side of your head there. Even in 3 minutes is all you need to clear that out and to have complete peace of mind and calm and be able to now be on that higher frequency, receiving solutions, ideas, money-making ideas. It all gets to be so much easier, so much more effortless, and on autopilot every day. So on the left side, this one again, about 8 inches away from the left side, is where you're trapped in the past. So if you're thinking about the past, of things that you regret, of guilt that you're feeling over the past, of these stories just replaying out, now those thoughts are literally keeping you trapped in the past, in that old reality. Every morning when you're waking up, you don't have the freedom to just choose what you want to think and feel that day. Those thoughts are controlling you. They're keeping you trapped in that old paradigm, that old way of being. Like if I think about the times when I was at my lowest point in my life, when I was struggling so much, someone had given me a tool and told me I could just place it here for a few minutes and be bathed in this gorgeous divine crystalline frequency, this divine consciousness that just automatically would start to wake me up, would clear away all of those horrific, heavy, depressing thoughts that I was going through at that time. It would have changed everything for me. And that's why I'm so excited to be able to give this to you as a tool that you can use at any time. So we can clear those 2 things out, connect you into the 5D frequency, and that just stays like that for hours, days, however long it is that you need. When you feel like it starts building up again, just like a house, we've got to clean it. Just like our body in the shower, we've got to clean it every day. So this is like your vibrational energy hoover and your vortex amplifier, because it plugs you into that vortex frequency. So again, now this is what I downloaded at the beginning of the whole lockdown. In the first week or 2, I had already coded my body to this 5D frequency and had been doing that for about 5 years. And I noticed that everything in my body would stay in this perfect, blissful, powerful frequency. Nothing could actually cause any pain, any emotional trauma inside of my body. But my mind was not the same. My mind was not coded to those frequencies because I wasn't using the tools on my head. And about 2 weeks into the lockdown, and I started to feel all this fear, and I started to feel like, whoa, what is going on? Has everything I've learned not even going to mean anything anymore? It was scary, you know, getting sucked into that 3D matrix. I hadn't even watched the news for maybe 10 years. I had stayed away from all media, watching any horror movies or music. I had just completely shut that out of my life. So when this all happened and I got sucked into the media and the fear, I recognized very quickly, this is not the way I want to experience this. I do not want to be fighting my mind, trying to control my mind constantly. And that's when I received another beautiful download from my guides and from the Galactics, telling me that this little part on the back of your neck right here, they told me all of this without me researching it or looking into it. And they just told me to make this special 5D brain elixir and apply it to the back of my neck right here. Do it in the morning and do it in the evening. And almost instantly, the thoughts just went from chaotic, from fearful, from totally overwhelming to absolute peace. Because it was changing the frequency. It was changing the vibration, changing the channel of the radio station that I was tuned onto. And that is how simple it can be to go from 3D mind control, 3D frequency. Now this is the reptilian brain, is right here at the base of our neck. So I didn't know about this when they told me about it, and I went ahead and I just used the elixir. I followed their directions and I created it, programmed it with my intention, programmed that directly into the cells. It takes 30 seconds, less than that even, to put it on every day, and I got the results immediately. But then I spent the last few months really looking at why it was working so well and what is it that has been controlling us. And what I discovered is that it is this reptilian brain. That is the one that is trapped in this 3D fear matrix. It's the reptilian part of our brain that whenever this gets triggered through the media, through the frequencies, through everything, mass consciousness that's going on around us, and that was their intention. That's why they make the news so fearful. That's the only control that they have, is this fear matrix, this fear frequency, because they know it will trigger your reptilian brain and it will lock you in to that reptilian fear survival matrix. And when you're in that reptilian fear-based brain, you forget you are the creator of your reality. You drop in consciousness so much as soon as that reptilian brain gets triggered. That's why they say when the emotions are high, the intelligence is low. But that reptilian part of our brain has been, we used to call it like caveman brain if something's running after you, but it's the reptilian part that is literally keeping us trapped in the 3D matrix. So when you can change the frequency of the reptilian brain just by applying it to the back of your neck, by recoding it, by instructing your cells, by communicating directly with your cells. I show you how to do this in the training. It's so simple, it takes 5 minutes to create, and then you just use it every single day. You bring the reptilian brain into this 5D frequency. It instantly works at a frequency and vibrational level. So when you're doing it on that level, anything of a lower vibration just gets dissolved and evaporated every day, and it starts to bounce off any lower vibrational thought forms, mind control, frequencies, energies, because they are no longer a vibrational match. You have changed the channel that your brain is functioning on. Now you can come into the frontal cortex, into your higher mind, and into this divine connection. But as long as that part of our brain keeps getting triggered and we have to keep on spending days or weeks trying to pull ourselves out of it, instead, you can do this in minutes. So we use one device to clear these out, takes a few minutes, and then we use the other tool, the 5D Quantum Brain Elixir, to apply it to the back of your neck, reprogram it, and you have complete mastery over your mind, over your thoughts, over whatever it is that has happened in your past, over creating your future, over shifting into new realities. We also activate the third eye right here, which is your movie screen. It's the way that you can visualize your future and step into that reality at quantum speed. When you can get those crystal clear visions of the future, that is when you can quantum leap, quantum jump into your reality. But these really are about making it so you don't have to use your willpower, you don't have to constantly look at things, analyze things, work on things. This is you becoming the master, using these 5D tools to do exactly what you command them to do and experience the results within days of using it and just having it working for you 24/7 on autopilot. So you are not having to go up and down and fight through these things and spend weeks or months getting through something that could have been shifted, cleared, bounced off, kept in alignment so simply and so easily. So that's your mind sorted. I will show you in the training, in the course, exactly how to make this elixir, how to program it, how to communicate with your cells. This is activating your DNA, your cellular wisdom. This is keeping you in, this is activating all that divine knowledge, all that wisdom that has been held within your cells and your DNA. You're going to activate those gifts from your past lives. You're going to activate the wisdom that you need right now, and it becomes complete mastery and complete ease. Okay, so this is the part where you use the 5D quantum shifting device, quantum energy device, to activate all these incredible power centers that you have within you. These centers hold all your personal power, all your remembrance of who you are, all the personal qualities that you need to live the most joyous, abundant, prosperous, incredible life. And when these energy centers are blocked or running on low frequency, just not activated, that's when we struggle. That's when we have these constant ongoing issues. So I'm just going to run through them really quickly. Each one has its own specific frequency, and you simply place the device on that part of your body or above your head, below your feet, and on the back of your energy centers as well. It takes a few minutes and we get each one spinning open, and we automatically, through the frequency, through the vibration, it switches them on, it opens them up, and it shifts who you are. Literally within the space of 3 to 10 minutes of using the device in any of these energy centers, you become a new version of yourself. Things that, we could have spent a lifetime trying to achieve can be switched on, activated, and embodied, where your mind is not the one trying to do it. You're not the one trying to read all the books, learn this, wrap your mind around it, try to with your willpower to make it happen. It just happens automatically when the frequencies come in and do their job perfectly, completely clearing out whatever might be trapped in that area, anything that's lower vibrational, anything that's been stuck there, and getting those vortexes of energy spinning at full power. Then all of those qualities just become part of you. So we have just above the head, this is your crown chakra. When this area is blocked, you're not receiving that divine guidance, you're not receiving the insights, and it can feel very overwhelming and very separate from source. So we get this one running again, and ping, you start being tapped into these higher frequencies. Now there's a space about a foot above your head here, and this is literally where we tap into the 5th dimension. Everything was already pre-planned. Everything was mapped out for us before we came here. And these are real places in your energy field, in your vortex, that go with you everywhere you go. And when you know where they are, how to activate them, you have the frequencies, you have the tools that work for each different energy center, you just start tapping into 5th dimensional consciousness, 5D frequency, quantum shifting into 5D. Then above that, about another foot, we have the 6th dimension, and then the 7th. So you have the tool, you can place it in each of these energy spots, bring yourself into that alignment. When you finish the session, it's not even so much about what happens during the session. While you're using the device, you will have incredible, beautiful experiences. You may receive downloads and guidance during the session, but really it's about what happens afterwards. What just changes automatically within you without you even thinking about it. Just seeing your reality shift, seeing your consciousness shift. That's the fun of it. It's what happens in the days and weeks afterwards. You become a new person. It's also important to know that as this 5D shift happens into this new beautiful world we're going into, it is going to be required that all of us do all of this clearing. So no matter what, to be able to do it in the easiest, most powerful way now is going to quantum leap you and help you to be able to be a light and a guide for others, and just make this whole transition so much easier, so much more enjoyable. Without all the hard work, without trying and not getting the results you want, you're going to see those results. You're going to see the shifts. You're going to feel it. It's just going to become your new default setting. So I'm so excited for you to join me in this course. I have put everything together, all the frequencies, all the mapping of where everything is. And if you want to join, all the details are going to be below. But I promise you, you are going to become a completely new 5D version of you. This is not a course where you just learn about things, where you try to wrap your head around it. This is a physical transformation. Everything is done for you with these tools. They do the work for you, and you get to lie there and bathe in these gorgeous divine frequencies. A lot of this you can do as well. You don't have to be just lying there using the device. I use it on my feet while I'm doing work, so I get all that flow and all that energy, and I take massive action. You can use it around your house to clear the energy. You can use it in many different incredible ways. And it's not like meditation when you're doing it even. It's like energizing. It's like tapping into the quantum field, which is what this is. Your quantum field, your Merkaba, your light vehicle for shifting your reality. And everything that you've wanted to turn on, activate, embody, and experience can be activated with these energies, with these frequencies, and you just step into that version of you. The abundant version of you that is doing what you love, getting paid so well for what it is you do, speaking your truth, feeling that peace, feeling that power. So excited for you to experience this. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye for now.